Robert the Zero, and my race car went real fast last night.
Robert Zero, driver of the 00 race recap for June 5th. Visit Hampton 125. Farley Financial's Ucar division at Larry King's Law Langley Speedway. Well, the race went pretty decent considering all the repairs we had to do from the previous race. The car was pretty tore up. We managed to fight and get it all back together. It took a lot of work. We started off first practice. DPMS sensor came unplugged. Couldn't really make any good laps, get any good info on the vehicle. So we just did what we could, went back out there for second practice, which ended up being qualifying also. Car had a terrible push. We made some adjustments, but car tightened up in the rear end. Front end did what I wanted to, but with the tightening up, we weren't really able to do much with the car. So we started 7th, finished 6th. Can't complain about that considering where we came from. But back to the drawing board, make some adjustments, and hopefully we can get back up to the front, see what happens. I got to thank all my sponsors: Cousins Towing and Recovery, Matco Tools of Newport News, Cliff, Creech Floor Services, A&J Roofing. I got a new one coming soon, so stay tuned for that. And I got to thank all the boys at Radical Motorsports, and let's get it.
What's up, everybody? Back out here after a great night of racing. Day started out pretty decent. I didn't get a whole lot of footage today, and I am sorry about that, but the day started out slow, so I figured, oh, yeah, I'm going to have plenty of time, and then it just went haywire after that. Was a little weird being the first race of the night, but then again, it was kind of cool because we had the kids here and laid in bed just after 9 o'clock. That was kind of weird, but great. Hell, it ain't but 11:30 now. Normally, we wouldn't be but just leaving the track if we were even packed up by this time. But I went out there for first practice. Didn't really push the car as hard as I should have, really. But I did get a good feel for the new setup. And it felt good. I can't even say I ran a really fast time at all. It was in the 20s, but I don't really remember what it was. Race monitor was messing up. So my buddy that was there, Tom, he was trying to just kind of glance up as I went by to get times for me. And wasn't running as fast as I wanted to, but was definitely getting there. Man, the car was on a rail. Like, it felt good. Got back in the pits, started talking to Chris. He's, what do you want to change, whatever. And I said, look, dude, like I said, setup's on you. I'm just giving you free reign. This is what it's doing. You do what you think. Let's figure it out from there. And I think all we did was bump the pressure down like 2 psi. Went out there, did Euro style qualifying. I got a couple decent laps. I wasn't exactly pleased with doing it, but in all honesty, the track was, I cannot blame it on the track. I really can't. I was aggravated with it before we went into it, but in all honesty, with seeing how many of the car stores guys were there and how packed it really was, they didn't really have a choice. They really needed to get us moving, so I get it. I didn't put down as decent a lap as I wanted to, but I did put down a solid lap, and it was enough to start me sixth. We started the race, and it felt like the car didn't want to go nowhere all of a sudden. I thought I had a good jump on the green and floored it, and it just went nowhere. It was like I was holding the brakes too. Unfortunately for some other drivers, they had a little tangle up behind us. Through the caution, we didn't even complete a lap, so they went ahead and re-racked us the same way. The second start, I got an awesome jump. My car has never been an outside car, but for some reason, up in that second groove, it just stuck. I think I burped the throttle going into 1 and was flat-footed the rest of the way, all the way to turn 3. And it just hooked, and that allowed me to get down to the bottom and actually get in a decent position. Zach ran away from me a little bit, but I reeled him in. He developed a terrible push, so I was able to get around. Once I got past him, that moved me into 5th place. After that, honestly, it was no man's land in front of me. I was just trying to run my lines. Chris was great in my ear, being a spotter for me. They're going bug landing on me. More or less keeping me calm, because I did start getting a little antsy, and I overdrove the car a little bit. Then, unfortunately, I saw Cody pull off the track. I know they've been battling, trying to get that car out there. This was the first race. The boy put the thing on the outside pole. Little weird that he got to start out there, just because they're so weird on the rules with coming in late in the season. But he outright earned it. Like, the young boy can drive. I honestly think he had a winning car. But went out there, put on the outside pole, something happened to him. He broke down. That bumped me up. And I was running down Tyler, that was in 3rd place. I wasn't reeling him in, like catching him, a half straight or lap or nothing like that. But I was biting time off every single lap. And he's finally got his car dialed in this year, and he can drive too. I got to give him credit. But man, solid 4th place finish. I cannot be happier. My team, my sponsors, like, it's incredible what people do to back me, and I can't thank them enough. And it was an awesome race weekend. Unfortunately, Billy ended up having some problems. Dumb luck, his exhaust manifold broke. I don't know how it happened. I don't know what happened, but it literally snapped right before where the collector is. So he held it together, finished pretty strong. Not exactly what spot, because in all honesty, I was so stoked. You'd have thought I won the race. I came across the line in 4th place. I was pumping my hand out the window, screaming, beating on the steering wheel. I was happy. All in all, man, it's a great weekend. Thank you to all my sponsors, Matco, Cliff over there, Peninsula Billiards, Peach Auto Parts, American Classic Tattoo. Man, y'all ride with me, and it's awesome. A huge shout out. Just because I was scared to spend the last bit of, not the last bit, but a big chunk of the last bit of my sponsor money, Gator Garage and my buddy Uncle Famous decided to kick in and go half and buy me a tire today. And I'm going to tell you what, that was my saving grace. Because as hard as I did drive the car, by the end of the race, the tire that I had on it, it had been gone. Y'all put me up there where I was today, and I appreciate it. And huge shout out to Pro Vinyl. Go see Nicky. You need anything to look good. He's going to hook you up. Tell him we sent you. He'll hook you up with a good deal.
Let me present to you how my night went. Here's the rest of it. Finished 9th in the first race after some trouble, and managed to get it back together. Thrashed, put some new ball joint stuff in it and all that, and finished 8th in the second one. So put it back together and try again. It is what it is.
At least it ain't too much tweaks.
I didn't mention before, but I hate twin races, and this is why.
Yeah, I seem to remember us welding shit back in place at the last twin race.
Yeah, that was last year. Actually, it was that bumper right there. But hey, what do you do? Get it back together and do it again.
3-2
with this broken crap. Finished 8th.
Awesome, dude.
Good run. I'm happy with it.
Top man. Say hey.
Give us a shout, like, subscribe, comment on it. Let us know some content you might want to see. Let us know some tips. And hell, if anybody's got any suggestions on getting this Integra around this track faster, by God, hit me up. Have a good one.